Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Corner K, guys. And in today's video, you guessed it right, as always, we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 X-Men 97 Deluxe Edition from Arcade1up, guys. It's an upgrade. At the end of the day, this is going to be a little bit of an upgrade over your Marvel vs. Capcom 2 integration cab that you've had from last year's model. As you can see, both of them behind me. You're going to get the screw cap covers included with this one, speaker grill covers, a little bit better booming speakers, and that riserless deluxe design that we've all grown to love. And you're going to get that play guard surface, guys. Might be a game changer. Who knows? But is it worth your $4.99? That's what we're going to find out in today's video, guys. But before we get started, give this video a like if you haven't. Please give a subscription to the channel. We're always looking to grow. And without further ado, guys, let's get this review started. So starting up at the top here, we have a very plain and subtle deep black zero washout marquee with the Marvel Studios X-Men 97 logo at top there. Little Marvel logo in the bottom right hand corner. Guys, this one is a very simplistic marquee tied into their promotion with X-Men 97. So kind of is what it is here. I wish they kind of jazzed it up a little bit, but to some, less is more. At least it's not washed out, and at least it's not blinding you in the face, but it has even light distribution, and it is very, very well lit, and it is reverse printed acrylic marquee as well. So you can always do something. If you didn't like this, you can take the side panels off, swap one in that you'll want to put in there, and then you can kind of get a customization one. Coming down to the side panel here, you're going to have a lot of cool, really cool high definition artwork of the X-Men characters with those screw cap covers on each screw hole that you're going to find here, and then the X-Men Marvel Studios logo, X-Men 97 at the bottom there. Really cool high def artwork, guys. You're really going to be pleased with this. And you're going to see the other side of the cabinet, and that's going to have a mirrored image here of something totally different. So this will make a full picture if it were put together, which is kind of a cool little effect there. Get all your favorite characters from the X-Men 97 series on that side art. Just beneath the marquee here, you're going to get two speakers, stereo sound. And these speakers are booming for sure. They're going to be covered up with that perfect deluxe model speaker grill covers that are always on every deluxe model Arcade1up. And just below that, guys, you're going to see your 17-inch BOE monitor. Absolutely beautiful. And just a subtle Arcade1up logo at the bottom of that. And getting to the control deck portion of this deluxe model arcade, you're going to get two joysticks here. Standard Arcade1up buttons. Still very mushy as always. You're going to definitely want to replace these buttons if you want to play at all or competitively. It makes a big difference. I can guarantee you by that. We've done it before, and it really does make a huge difference. 2-player start, 1-player start. We got the live button here as well. We got the volume rocker and the on-off toggle. And there's a nice Arcade1up branding here. You can feel it. It's a little bit different than normal. And what do I mean different surface? Well, this, guys, is their play guard deck. And there's no need for a deck protector with this. Artwork is right on there. You can feel it to the touch. This one is really cool. It's very detailed. Really nice in person. The renders don't do this one justice at all. They're even going to include some screw cap covers over the screws. The screws are going to sit into the game deck there. And then these screw cap covers are going to come right over it. It's a really nice deck. This is one of the highlights of this arcade machine by far. And I want Arcade1up going forward to do every deck like this play guard deck right here. Absolutely awesome to the touch. Coming down here, guys, you're going to have the nice Marvel Capcom logos right in the front. These look absolutely beautiful, really cool looking. Definitely adds to the aesthetics of the cabinet. Alright, guys, just beneath the control panel here, you're going to have an Arcade1up branded logo at the top. Kick plate there, and then it's going to go down to the molded coin door where there's some chrome Arcade1up badging. And no, unfortunately, those coin doors do not light up. And then we're going to have a Wolverine X-Men logo at the bottom of the arcade. You're going to get that nice seamless deluxe riserless design there. Really looking sharp on these machines. And then the whole arcade will have some blue trim faux T-molding tape around the entire cabinet. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and power on the machine. You're going to see the marquee light up, and you're going to hear the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 intro. They throw an X-Men 97 logo on there. I'm going to have the volume around 2, guys, because I don't want to wake up everybody in my household. But honestly, guys, these speakers are loud and booming, much louder than the ones found in the previous generation of this, the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Arcade1up. So I'm going to go ahead and power on the machine there so you guys can hear for yourself.
Let's rock!
So now that we're at the menu, right when you fire up the arcade cabinet, this is what you're going to see, guys. You're going to get a nice X-Men 97 themed background wallpaper to that. As you see your favorite superheroes that are on the side. We got the games here. Games lineup is going to be Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes, and X-Men Children of the Atom, and X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, followed by Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems. Again, these two you're not really going to play as much. They're console games, but they are what they are. You will get online leaderboards to everything that you see on the side. You'll be able to play everybody online as well with all these games. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is up and running, although the other games definitely run a little bit better. Now I'm going to turn up the volume real quick to the menu music because there is a slight static. Because these speakers are better than the previous generation Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet, the static is definitely more pronounced. I'm going to hold the mic to the speakers so you guys can go ahead and kind of hear that for yourself. So there's definitely some static there towards the end you can hear. You obviously can hear it a lot more pronounced when the song isn't playing because the static is just then there. Now when playing this one, I can actually hear a lot of that static as well that we talked about. So I don't know if there's something that Arcade1up can do to have an update for this possibly. I'm going to go ahead and hold the mic up to the speaker so you guys can maybe hear that. So looking at Marvel vs. Capcom 2, for example, here's a game obviously like before that you could play online, local. You can do local or online. If you select online, it's going to go ahead and take you to different regions that you can select. We can just select USA East for the East Coast. And then you're going to have a various number of rooms and people that may or may not be playing. You can go ahead and create your own room by selecting here, creating a passcode. If you don't want one, you don't have to have one. But you can go ahead and create a room, boom, and then you're in an online game. And it's going to have that spectate mode that we've all grown to love for each and every game that has online capabilities. You're going to have that your name here displayed, and then the opponent will be displayed here as well, and you can jump right into a game. Speaking of a game, we can go ahead and just jump in one. So right now I am online. Going to go ahead and select my characters. And here's a side-by-side, guys, of the X-Men 97 Deluxe from this year and the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 from last year. both marquees look great. I will say the X-Men 97 looks a tad bit better, not as washed out. Same size, 17-inch BOE monitor, but I will tell you that there is a difference between the two monitors, and you can kind of see it for yourself. So let me just show you guys here. There's going to be a thicker border here. It's about 3 inches high. Right here is about a 1/2 inch. So when looking at the screen, you're going to be looking more down, believe it or not, than you would be on the X-Men 97. Thus making the X-Men 97, the screen actually look a little bit bigger. Kind of plays a mental trick with you, but it's a little bit higher, so you're looking more straight on. Definitely a better line of sight for the X-Men 97 cab, 110%. That's not taking anything away from the Marvel vs. Capcom. That still looks great, still is a great screen, great cabinet all in all. But I will say that the positioning is just a little bit better on the X-Men 97. Getting down to the control panel, guys, on the right-hand side, the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cab is going to have that plastic deck protector still on there, as opposed to the left side. The X-Men 97 Deluxe is going to have that play guard surface, which is a lot better to put your hands on. There's going to be no screw rubbing against your palms either, like you would have on every other cab that Arcade1up has done. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, no exception. There's some screw rubbing on your hand there. On the new X-Men 97, there is screw cap covers that's going to cover that. The screws kind of sit into the control panel, which is great. And then going down, looking down here, the coin doors are going to be pretty much the exact same. On the X-Men 97, the one on the left here, the coin door is going to be a little bit lower, a couple inches lower, but it's going to have that Deluxe badging, as opposed to the one on the right here, the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It does not have any Deluxe badging at all. It will have a riser, as opposed to the new Deluxe form factor with no riser, so it looks really, really clean without that riser. Just looks like more of an arcade machine. I will preference if this is on carpet, standing alone, it's going to be a little bit more wobbly than it would be with a riser. That stability is kind of gone at the bottom. But if you're like me, you're going to smash these cabs together, which is going to help create a little bit more stability true and throughout. And just to bring you guys a little bit closer to the control panels here, you can see this diamond plate. This is how it should have been on the first one. This kind of stone finish here, it's very similar to a Street Fighter cabinet. So I'm glad that they went with this diamond plate finish, true to Marvel vs. Capcom. Again, on the left-hand side, you're going to have the stock Arcade1up buttons. And on the right side, we actually replace these buttons with real industrial Lorenzo buttons that would be found on a real arcade machine with Cherry micro switches. So take that out of it if you're watching this. Like, hey, why does your Marvel vs. Capcom 2 look like that? Well, that's why. You can easily swap these buttons out. And you definitely should swap these buttons out. We obviously, of course, plan on swapping the buttons out of the X-Men 97 for sure. All right, guys, so the verdict is in. Is it worth your $4.99? I think if Arcade1up can fix the sound issue, that little staticky sound issue with an update, a patch, I think this one is good as golden. $4.99, it's $100 less than the MVC2 is normally priced at. I think it's an incredible value for what it is. And I know, guys, it's not arcade authentic. I totally get that. But I think it still has a place in your home arcade. You're going to get the upgraded screw cap covers, the speaker grill covers, the riserless design, that play guard surface, which changes the game. Should be on all the cabs for sure. We're just missing the light up coin doors, Arcade1up. We need that for next time, 100%. And I think you have a 100,000% winner with this one. Again, not arcade authentic, but it still may have a place in your home arcade. But guys, what do you think? Leave a comment down below. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Give this video a like on your way out. And as always, everybody, this is Danny from the Corner K, guys, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.